Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be going over my budget and money goals for the month of April 2022 in my Clever Fox budget planner. So I've already uploaded my Google Sheets version of this, but I am going to continue to fill out my Clever Fox budget planner. If you're interested in this, I have it linked down below, and I also have a code for you to save money. It is Debt Over It on their website. So all of that information will be down below, but you can get this version of the planner. They also have a couple of other styles that you can choose from, but I'm gonna start with my money goals for the month of April, and then we will get into my budget. So goal number one is to reach $17,000 in my student loan savings. And in case you are new here, I am currently saving for my student loan, so I have $36,000 total left, and I've been saving for that in my high yield savings account while they're in forbearance, and that's supposed to end on May 1st, 2022, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But either way, by the end of April, I would like to have $17,000 saved specifically for my student loans, because this would cover two of my loans with the highest interest rate, assuming the interest rates were to come back. Now, as I said, I don't think we're gonna have to start paying in May. I do think they're going to continue to extend it. I have no clue if that's even happening or when they would push it out to, but if that happens, I will just continue to save, and then, you know, it would just be great to have 17,000. Goal number two is to make $1,800 or more in online and extra income. So this means $1,800 total from my business income and from extra income, not including M1 Finance referrals. So I know that's usually a big chunk of my income, but that money gets invested. So I want $1,800 to be able to use to either, you know, use that for my business expenses, of course, to put more toward my debt savings and my just regular day-to-day expenses, because I've seen changes in my income. So yeah, if I can get to at least 1,800, ideally it would be a lot more than this, like over 2 grand. And I think I'm gonna have a decent amount of extra income outside of my business in April, but the more, the better. So that's it when it comes to my money goals for April. And I'm gonna scoot this over. Over here, you'll see a breakdown of my income. So paycheck 1, paycheck 2, my business income, extra income. I don't know the amounts yet, so I will fill this in at the end of the month, or like, you know, my usual update. Same with the savings. So this is what I will have in my sinking funds, how much I'll have saved for my student loans, and how much I will have invested. So let's go ahead and get into my actual budget. First up, I have my rent and trash in the home section here, and that's gonna be $1,411. This is the final month at this amount, and then in May it's going to be increasing pretty significantly because I renewed my lease and they increased how much I have to pay. Wi-Fi, $55 with Google Fiber. Electricity, I'm budgeting $65. I should stay under that. And then water and sewage, I do know the month before, and that's going to be $31.42. And if we add this all up, it would be $15.62.42. Now we're gonna move over to this personal section, and I'm gonna start with personal. So I budgeted $50 for the month. I feel like this won't be right just because there's so many things that I don't know what will be happening in April. It's gonna be a pretty high spend month in many categories, and that may even go into personal. I just don't know what to expect in regards to that. So that's what I'm gonna put for now. And then for business, $12 for Google Workspace. That should be it, but I'm not, you know, I'm open to investing more if I need to, if something comes up, but I think April will be pretty calm on that end. For my dogs, they live with my sister, so I'm gonna give her $75. This is lower because I'm gonna end up pet sitting for her in April, so just for a few days, and usually if I do that, then like I'll pay her a little bit less, or I won't pay her at all for the month. But since it's only a few days and I work from home, I figured I would still send her $75. Gifts, I'm budgeting $30. My dad's birthday is in April, so that should take care of that between what I spend and what my sister spends. And then we have a big one. So I put travel under personal because it just makes the most sense. And I'm budgeting 500 for this because I expect to spend quite a bit more on travel since I will be traveling in April, and I also have to book a flight for later in the year. So starting with that, let me start with the flight. I need to book a flight to Massachusetts to my grandmother's memorial is going to be in June. Probably the last time for me to start buying this is in April because I've just been waiting for prices to drop, hopefully. I'm expecting that to be like $200, hopefully less. And then outside of that, I'm putting anything else related to travel here. So not food, anything like that, but more so excursions. So if me and my boyfriend go hiking in Hawaii and we have to pay for parking or to get into the hike, anything like that. If we do paddle boarding, if we go snorkeling, the cost of any of those I would like to pay for. So I'm hoping I can fit everything into this $500 amount. And I would pull from my sinking funds. I think I have about $300 in my travel sinking fund, so I would at least have a few hundred to cover what I spend here. So this total is $667. Now for this food category, this is everything that I need to spend for myself in April, but also while we travel. So for groceries, I'm putting $450. This is probably gonna be higher. I know that Hawaii groceries and food in general, everything there is more expensive because of where they're located and just how things work. So I'm hoping $450 will be enough for us to, you know, pay for everything that we need to and as far as groceries go. And then with food out, I'm also increasing that budget up to $150. Now, the reason that I am spending a lot more in these categories is because my boyfriend has paid for the bulk of our trip so far. So he paid for our flights, he paid for our Airbnb. It has been quite expensive, which is perfectly fine. And I'm obviously grateful for that he's helping out with that and, you know, letting me just pay for the smaller portion of things. So I paid for our Turo car rental, but I said I wanted to pay for everything else basically within the trip, but also he's probably not going to allow that to happen. Like he will probably step in either way, and like I will pay a large chunk of the rest of the expenses, but I think he's going to help out with that too. Anyways, total for food, I'm expecting $600 at least. Now for entertainment, my Netflix bill is going up. I was waiting for this to happen. I figured it would. And before I was paying $13.99. Now I'll be paying $15.49, which is fine. And then my phone bill is always $40. So this total will be $55.49. Next, we have this healthcare section where I just put health and beauty. I'm expecting about $300. Honestly, this one is going to be another area that I'm not 100% sure on. I know I have a doctor's appointment, so I'll have to pay the copay. I know that I may get like an IV therapy. I probably have to stock up on some vitamins and supplements that I'll need. So I think I should be able to get it in with $300, but we shall see. For gas, I budgeted $50. I think this is a mistake as well. I think I need to increase this, but yeah, like I've already filmed my Google Sheets version of this and I did $50. So I think I'm just gonna go with $50, keep that on here. It's probably gonna be in the red because yeah, I'm gonna have to get gas for myself. And then gas in Hawaii, I'm also gonna put here. So yeah, we'll just budget $50 and go over, it's fine. Down here we have student loans. So this is my student loan savings. My goal is to get to $17,000 and I think that'll require like $1,000. So that's what I'm putting for now. That's my goal. But it may be less than that or it may need to be more. I'm gonna struggle to hit this. I know that much. So if I have to spend in all these other areas, because obviously you can see it's gonna be a high spend month between travel, food, and like health and beauty stuff. So if I have to spend higher in those areas, I will take away, like I won't put as much toward my student loans, and that's fine. Like I really just want to enjoy my vacation and not have to stress about the money of it because yeah, it's just not worth it to feel stressed out about it because I want to go on this vacation and I deserve it. It's for a special celebration, so it's okay if it takes away from my student loans, but we'll put $1,000. For my tax savings, I'm gonna actually put this at $300 because on my budget I did $250, but I think $300 will be a little safer. Sinking funds, $1,200 as usual. So $600 of that is for my emergency fund. The rest is like various sinking funds. I am still contributing to my Roth IRA every month on top of my 401k, and that's going to be $300 still in VTSAX with Vanguard, and then donate will still be at $50. This total comes to $1,850. If we add up everything here, everything that I've budgeted, it comes to $6,084.91, which is a lot of money, and I need to come up with enough for everything, and we'll see, because so far everything that I have planned, like what I'm expecting from my full-time job, from my side hustles, all that stuff, it won't exactly cover this. So we're just gonna have to shift things around a little bit. It's not a big deal. April's gonna be a high spend month, kind of a little bit of a, not a tough month, just, you know, things aren't gonna go according to plan just because of how everything is looking, which, yeah, as I said, that's perfectly normal. So, but here's an overview of April. I cannot believe we're going into Q2 of 2022, and yeah, I am looking forward to the progress that I will be making either way, and I hope you have an amazing April as well. So please comment down below if you have any questions, but also please share with me your money goals for the month of April. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.